What's up, back with another one. Cameron breaks down the Diddy Netflix documentary. Check this clip out.
I don't know how many people out there seen this reckoning of Diddy that's out on Netflix, the 50 cents. 50 Cent, people always give me. Cam, it's not 50 cents, it's 50 cents. My man Fifth, executive produced. Really, really good documentary. I would say one of the best music documentaries I've seen since Death Row. No, I ain't gonna lie about that. Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre had a really, really good documentary as well since then. But I'll put it top 4 or 5 ever. Whatever order you want to put it in, that's up to you. But if you haven't seen it, go check it out. But there were some things that went on in there that were a little disturbing to me. And when you see somebody, I don't want to spoil it for those who didn't see it, but when you see somebody like Kurt Barrows basically talking through this whole documentary, if you've been around since the 90s and early 2000s, you know the pivotal position, that Kurt Barrows played for Bad Boy. Like, that name was synonymous with Bad Boy. So when he's telling all this information, it's like, that means it's like law. It happened. The first thing I want to bring up real quick was that when Biggie passed away, Puff wanted to give Biggie the biggest funeral ever for somebody in New York, musician-wise, ever. And if you was around during that time, the funeral was crazy. You know, they rode through Bed-Stuy, the streets was going crazy. We was like, wow, that's amazing. Kurt Barrows said that once Puff found out how much the funeral was going to cost, he said, nah, Biggie got to pay for that. He got to recoup it. What? What? Wait a minute. Wait. He got to recoup. Yo, I don't even mean to laugh. The nigga got to recoup the funeral? I don't know what kind of game Puff play, but I have no idea how this goes, but I never heard no shit like that in my life, to where that's supposed to be a man, but we gonna put it on the ready to die budget so the funeral get recouped.
What?
Yeah. See, y'all didn't see it yet. That was wild. That was one of the wildest parts of the documentary. And I was just sitting there. I actually couldn't believe what I heard, to where I rewound it 3-4 times, because the nigga said, we gonna recoup it. Now the next thing, I'm not gonna give up the whole documentary. I just want to touch on a couple other things. That was the first thing I wanted to touch on. The second thing was, like I said, this is all from Kurt Barrows. Biggie was going to get the cover of Rolling Stone, whether he lived or died, for his new album. They wanted to give him the cover of Rolling Stone. After he died, he told Kurt, no. We not putting Big on the album. He died. My album coming out. I want that cover. Yo, so he can't get one last Rolling Stone cover. Not one. He can't get one. You know, I deal a lot. I mean, of course, y'all know Mace is my brother. That's my man. We do a lot of business together. And I see why he is the way he is when it comes to business. And I don't mean that in a bad way. He makes sure the paperwork is right. He makes sure the temperature in the room is right. He makes sure, if you tell him when he get out the car, if it's 100 steps to the dressing room, it better not be 103 steps. Like my nigga, the shit that them niggas was going through at Bad Boy is ridiculous. It's really ridiculous, man. Last thing I'll say about this documentary before I bring Larry and Sin in. Episode 4 is 4 parts to this.
Cameron is simply reacting to what the film shows, but when you actually watch how the story is put together, it leans heavy toward one direction.
It's a producer named Rod who produced the Love album for Puff, the last album that he did a couple years ago. And it was a big story, whatever. I'm going to skip a lot of shit he said. He said a lot of shit. But Puff had him living with him for 2 years. and producing that particular Love album. He got in doing beats for Justin Timberlake, for Puff, so on and so forth. And this guy Rod he's traumatized. He's scared of Puff a little bit, so on and so forth. But he just wanted to really do music, and he knew this could be his opportunity to be enriched, send his family out, make sure his kids got money, his kids got money, to where he didn't even get paid for any of it. So he says, I'm bringing up all that just to give you some of his backstory why he was at Puff's house. What I really wanted to say was this, is that he said he was being while he was there. As many times he fell asleep and didn't know what was going on, and he woke up and it'd be delirious. He said, but this one particular night, or a couple particular nights, he said he was drunk. And when he woke up sore. The you mean you woke up sore, bro? You woke up sore and you stuck around? So you want to be a star. You want to make it that bad to where you wake up and your asshole is hurting, knowing you was tell me, yo, God, I'm not laughing. But your asshole sore and you stuck around. So about, if this is what I got to do the you mean you woke up sore and you stayed, and now you telling us about how you was and woke up sore? And Diddy say, had a hell of a night, daddy, huh? I'm not laughing at this. Yo, I want to party with you, daddy. We ain't party yet.
What's up? So what are my thoughts about this? Here's the thing. Cameron is responding to what the documentary shows, but when you step back and look at the way the Netflix project is structured, it becomes clear why a lot of viewers feel it's biased. Documentaries can be powerful, but they're also built through edits, selective storytelling, and whatever narrative the creators want the audience to latch onto. In this case, the film spends most of its time emphasizing one angle and one interpretation of who Diddy is, while leaving out a lot of voices, context, and nuance that would help people understand the situation from more than a single viewpoint. When a documentary only highlights negative moments and avoids offering anything that brings balance or complexity, it naturally shapes the viewer's perception in a very specific way. That doesn't mean the documentary has no valid points, but it does mean the structure is guiding the audience instead of letting the audience form their own conclusions. People online are already picking up on this, pointing out how certain details are emphasized while other parts of the story are barely mentioned or skipped completely. Make sure to drop a comment, smash that like button, and make sure you subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next video.